Hey everybody, welcome to our cherry on top hop for the month of October. For this month's hop, we are focusing on a fall theme. So what I did was I went into the shop and I looked and through all the fall products the cherry on top had, and then I went in my stash and I matched up some products that are still in stock. They include my absolute favorite Simple Stories Harvest Market collection. This collection is from last year. I'm going to use it today. It is still in stock in the shop. It's gorgeous. I love it. It was literally my favorite fall line last year. I also have some oldies but goodies, amazing Tim Holtz leaf stamps. These stamps have been around for a long time. But the amazing thing about Tim Holtz is he doesn't let his stamp sets be discontinued, so you can pretty much always find what you're looking for if you're looking for an old stamp set. And those are still in stock. And then the third thing that I am going to use that I'm working with right now is this skeletal leaf stencil from the Crafter's Workshop. I adhered it to my paper with some washi tape from my stash, and I also masked off the top of the leaf. I wanted to give it a more rounded feel and less of a pointy feel. You'll also notice I am not inking up my entire background. So I have the stencil kind of off to the side where my leaf can kind of come in to my layout. And I'll show you why as I work through this project. So let's talk about oxide ink colors. I'm using loads of oxide ink today. For the section I am doing right now on my leaf, I am using Salvaged Patina, and I'm just using the inside, inking just the inside of the leaf. The outside of the leaf, which is what I'm doing now, I am inking up using Uncharted Mariner, and I am leaving a spot in the middle. I'm using Picket Fence life-changing brushes. I love these brushes. I also have some from Gina K that I really love. Those would kind of be my recommendations for ink blending brushes if you haven't gotten any yet. I've had my life-changing brushes for years and they work fabulously. I haven't had any trouble with them breaking or anything. They always clean up super good. So that makes me happy. And now I am coming in with some fossilized amber. So I chose 3 colors for my leaf. I chose these 3 colors because I know that the rest of my layout is going to be heavy on like more of like the bright pink shades that are in my collection. I chose 6 different oxide inks that match the Harvest Market collection, and we're going to use all of them. So this is just like the first layer of color and product and what we're going to do. This is just giving us a base, and it's also going to give us a landing page, a landing spot for our photo. So I am coming in with these 3 colors, making sure I have a really nice blend of all 3 colors. And then here is the big reveal, but this is just the first layer of what we are going to be doing today. And at the end of this layout, you'll see not this whole leaf is going to be in focus. So some of it will be covered up, but it is okay because the parts that are there, it serves a really good purpose on the finished layout. For the next layer of our layout, I'm taking those Tim Holtz leaves and some more Distress Oxide ink. So in total, the 6 colors that I am using are Salvaged Patina, Kitsch Flamingo, Wild Honey, Fossilized Amber, Peacock Feathers, and Uncharted Mariner. In case you have some of this collection in or any of these products in your stash, then you can pull them out and you know exactly what colors will match your line. So I'm going to place my paper in my stamp positioner, and then I'm actually going to use acrylic blocks to stamp with. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a border around the outside edge of my page. So that means that the leaves are not fully, it looks like they're coming in. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the side of the layout where the leaf comes in. I'm just doing the 3 outside edges. And I'm alternating the colors of oxide ink. I'm alternating the style of the leaf that I am using. And I am just stamping partial leaves all around the edge. Once I had my border done, I really wanted some splatters. So I have the Kitsch Flamingo Distress Oxide ink and a fan brush. I'm going to just add a little water to that oxide ink, and then we're going to splatter very lightly just all around the outside edge of the layout. This just gives it a little bit more of that pink. I felt like there wasn't quite enough of the pink in my background. It was a lot of the yellows and aquas and blues, and I needed just a smattering of pink. So I went ahead and did this. This worked beautifully. I got these lovely kind of opaque pink splatters. And I will, of course, in the description box below, link up all the products I used, including the list of the Distress Oxide inks. And I would encourage you to check in your stash. Did you buy this collection last year and maybe not use it? Did you buy the stencil last year and is it maybe still sitting in your closet? So you might have these products in your stash and be able to pull them out and get some use out of them. Or if you haven't picked up this collection from last year, I highly recommend heading over to the shop, grabbing it. It's beautiful and I love it. So I went through all of my pattern papers and I went through all of the 12 by 12 sheets that I already cut into, so my scraps. Simple Stories doesn't do a full 12-inch branding strip. They do it's almost like a half, so it's like 6 by 12. And I thought, let's utilize those. So I cut all of those off of all the pattern papers. Then I took some of the scraps that I had, the double-sided papers that I had scraps of, and I cut 3/4-inch strips of those papers, inked everything with vintage photo distress oxide ink, and now I'm creating my own kind of messy, colorful border down the side of my page. I don't want my borders to go more than 4 inches into my paper onto my page. So I put a little ruler there to help me so that I can make them scattered and uneven while simultaneously keeping the section of the layout that I want to have the strips on kind of masked off. Give me a line to kind of follow so I don't get too far. When I ran out of strips that I had pre-cut and had off to the side, I went ahead and started taking the pieces that were hanging off. Just needed a little bit more ink and then I could put them at the bottom. So I have like this repeating type of pattern. Once I had that border done, it was time to add the photo. So I have a photo here of me and my little mini dachshund from our family photo shoot last fall. I still have quite a few photos from this photo session to Scrapbook. We're going to be using these pictures, I think, for most of my fall scrapbooking this year because it's going to be its own album. And we didn't do fall photos this year. We did senior pictures with Logan, which I'll have those to Scrapbook too. So I'm going to go ahead and just map my photo on this nice pink polka dot paper. I love it. It's so pretty. It's probably one of my favorite patterns in this collection. I decided that I really wanted to use that tag that said "Nuts About You." It was the perfect little tongue-in-cheek title for this photo of me and Fitz. And I'm going to go through the other cut apart sheets in this collection and see what I have that I can maybe use. So I just used from Harvest Market just the collection kit. I didn't use any of the other embellishments, mostly because a lot of them are sold out. So I just wanted to stick to things I knew you guys could go ahead over and grab if you wanted. See how much I loved this collection? I got 2 of the 12 by 12 sticker sheets. So be sure to leave a comment in the description box. I always forget to say this. I'm so sorry. Whenever a cherry on top has their hops, every month, you can always leave a description or a comment in the description box, and that comment will give you a chance to win a $15 gift certificate to the store, which is totally awesome. So be sure to leave that comment in the description box and you might win a $15 gift certificate. And then you can pair them with the cherries you've collected around the website and get a nice big discount off an order, which is fabulous. I used this little cut apart piece. It was a 3x4 card, and I just fussy cut out the little acorn, inked up the edges. I don't know why I left all that fussy cutting in, but I did. So there you go. And I'm going to tuck that little acorn up as a base for my first embellishment cluster. So here is my embellishment plan, as it were. I have that little acorn, and I'm going to layer some things on top of it. I have these 2 tags, and those are going to encompass my title as well. I'm going to add some hemp twine to the holes of my tags and tie a little bow. And then that little label that you can see kind of off to the left, that's going to be my third little embellishment cluster. I'm going to put it a little bit higher up so that it kind of pulls in more of that beautiful background we created. And I'm going to add the date and a little annotation of who's in the photo, those types of things onto that label. I'm going to cut the floral stickers in half, and that way I can utilize them better on my layout, tucking them in and around some of these clusters so that they can make a appearance kind of all over the page and not just in one spot. And also you can see them. So if I just tucked them underneath one of those areas and then tossed the other half of the flower away, it would be such a waste. Don't do that. I'm also going to use some of the pumpkins and some of the gourds from the sticker sheets and just add a little bit of that fall feeling to the layout with the stickers. And then I completely changed my mind because I realized I had so many phrase stickers on these sticker sheets and I hadn't used but like maybe one of them. So I decided that since this album, or since this layout is part of a larger album, it was totally cool and it was totally fine if I just covered up that label with some of the phrase stickers. I have so many photos from this photo shoot. It is a-okay if this particular one doesn't have the date on it. So I just filled it up with phrase stickers because I had them and I was enjoying sticking and plunking stickers. And here is our fall photo page all ready to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to head down into the description box, grab any of these products if you still need them, and then hop along and check out what Jill and Jenny and Shannon and Natalie and my amazing friend Susanna and Emily all created for today's fall theme top. Bye!